Hi everybody and welcome to my YouTube. If you guys are new and returning, my name is Angie and I am a twin flame channel. So for today's message, I actually was guided to provide this today to the collective. So today's pick a card reading is going to be about, should you reach out or will they reach out? So we have three piles for you to choose from today. We have clairvoyance for pile number 1. We have reaching out to spirit for pile number 2. And time to heal for pile number 3. So do your thing, guys. Pick your pile, and I'll see you wonderful people in your reading. Hey, my wonderful pile number 1. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new and returning, my name is Angie, and I am a twin flame channel. So for today's message, we're going to be tapping in to see if you should reach out to your person or crush, or if they plan on reaching out to you. So if these messages resonate, you guys can feel free to check out my website if you'd like to book a personal and private reading as well, as I've opened some spaces for live readings for the month of July. I will be able to offer some live readings to you guys, as well as if you feel called, you guys can check out my other services as well too. And also, guys, check out my TikTok, because when I don't post on YouTube, I'll be on TikTok on those days or those times where I don't post on YouTube. So let us tap in. So we'll set this aside here. This is very interesting. It feels like this person is listening to the call of spirit. It's like their clairvoyance is being activated. So there's like a deep knowing. So maybe there is some sort of knowing of some sort of truth that you guys are supposed to communicate, supposed to connect, supposed to spend time together, is what I'm also hearing as well. So it's like an inner seeing, right? It's like being some sort of third eye activation. So maybe this person is waiting for some sort of divine timing to unfold as well. Usually this happens for people who have mediumistic glyphs or are psychic or whatnot as well. So it's like it takes time to develop this third eye gift, right? So it's not everyone that will be able to see or be able to understand how to listen to your intuition. But I feel this person is harnessing the power of listening to their intuition and for seeing things through a different lens. So we'll set this aside here, and then we will also set out the rest of the cards, and then I will channel the messages for you guys. We have hold your vision, fixed moon. We also have here, you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. We also have here meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces, which is interesting because that's going to be happening in Virgo season, and the new moon in Cancer, I believe, is July the 17th. However, all readings are timeless, and we have fixed moon. So it's interesting because the next fixed sign that we're going into is actually going to be in Leo. So it feels like a progression. So I feel like it actually should more read like something like this. I'm feeling or picking up on intuitively. So it feels like something is going to be grounding in the new moon in Cancer. So that's the middle of July, which is next month. However, all readings are timeless. It feels like some sort of communicational window is going to be opening in terms of a timeline in the new moon in Cancer, which is July 21st or July 17th is when the new moon in Cancer happens. And then the fixed moon is Leo season. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of opportunity for you to manifest this person back into your zone of awareness. We also have the new moon in Pisces, which is going to be taking place in Virgo, or no, that already passed. That was in February. But I feel very much like Virgo energy because the opposite polarity of Pisces is Virgo. So let's pull some more cards. We have George Clooney. We also have grieve your losses. We also have strengthen your gifts. We also have shadow of martyr, so addiction to self-pity. We also have it will take time. We also have unsure of desires. And we have mature man. So I'm just going to put this here because I'm kind of running out of some space here, but everything I believe should be, no, half of it is cut off. That's not good. Okay, let me try to raise this a bit so that everything can be more in shot. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, let me try to All right, so pile number one. So in terms of communication with this person, I feel that this is going to be something which I'm hearing a lot of you guys already say that, I can't believe that. So it's going to be a divine timing situation here in terms of the communication with this person. And the reason why I say that is because it feels very much like nothing is really set here in stone. It all depends on the amount of work that you're willing to put into yourself. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, well, what does that consist of? Well, it consists of, what are you trying to manifest? Why do you want communication with this person, right? So when we say that we want communication from our person or crush, what does that communication actually consist of, right? So what tangible or what types of developments are we hoping to achieve by having communication with someone is what I feel here very strongly with this reading. It's giving a vibe of it's not being impossible to have communication with this person. I do see here that there looks like some sort of timeline that might be opening at the beginning of Cancer season, which we're heading into actually, which is from June 20th or June 21st until July 20th. So it feels like there's an opportunity here where if you kind of work on yourself and do some sort of shadow work or introspection, and that would consist of releasing some sort of self-pity within self. So this would be things like feeling like a martyr. Well, this is martyr. So it's like feeling like you're not good enough, right? How can you learn to transcend your circumstances? So this feels like some sort of cord cutting that is necessary if you want this person to come back into your zone of awareness. It also feels like as well that you're being divinely guided with this clairvoyance here to really go within self and kind of seek some sort of clarity about your circumstances. So maybe for a while it's like on one hand you want to manifest this person back into your life, but then there's something about you that needs to change. So this could be like a change of a career, perhaps, right? Maybe your career that you're in right now isn't in alignment with, this person, right? Or the connection in general. It could be that there's another connection that you're holding on to that you still need to release. This could even just be like, it feels like there's a third party that is interfering in this connection. And I think maybe you guys had a conversation about this with this person prior, or it could have been something that recently came to the light in regards to your introspection. So it could be a situation where maybe you had been, so it says, if you commit to the perfect heist, make sure you don't brag about it. Intelligence is sexiest attribute. Once you share your personal life, it is not personal. So there's a need here to be vulnerable, right? This card is speaking of vulnerability, right? So being able to be vulnerable, maybe speak to your person in regards to what you're looking for in the connection, but you also have to be mindful as well that what you're seeking is something that you also have to heal within yourself. So if you want a stable connection that is free, let's say, of a third party, then which part of you is, let's say, having some sort of baggage that needs to be let go of? This could be past heartbreaks that you're still holding on to, but then you want to have this communication with this person. It could be literally another connection, right? You could be dealing with someone who might be, let's say, a player, right? Who, or maybe you have some sort of player energy within yourself as well too, where maybe you just want to have fun with this person, but then at the same time you want to hold on to some sort of life or imperative that you built as well too. So we could be tapping into people, let's say, who are married or in some sort of connection with someone else or something else that needs to, like, some sort of consensus needs to happen here. So it feels like there's an energy here of needing to let go of the old so that a new way of being can also manifest as well. So it also feels like maybe for some of you guys, you are dealing with some sort of mature man, or there could be an older gentleman that you guys are attached to in your connection currently, or maybe your person is older than you as well. But I feel in general there's a need here to mature. So maybe this person needs time to also mature as well too, right? There's some sort of transitional period that also needs to happen for this person, where they're able to step more into the energy of wisdom and understanding and deep introspection as well too, right? Because maturity means that you've gained some sort of enlightenment. So maybe there's some sort of enlightenment that also needs to happen in regards to manifesting this person back into your zone of awareness. It also feels like as well there is a period of loss. So maybe you've been feeling really sad that you haven't been communicating with this person, or maybe this person has been feeling sad too. Or maybe the thought of realizing that, maybe you thought that you had found your forever person and then concluding that, no, this is actually someone else. Or maybe they thought that they found their forever connection and then they realized that it was actually you that they wanted to seek as well. So it's giving very much like an energy of needing to let go the old, right? Forgive yourself. let go of the old so that a new timeline can ground. It's like, what changes can be made in this connection? You know, that's the feeling I'm feeling very strongly from this reading. It's like, you guys need to spend time and meditate, contemplate on your circumstances, and really get real with yourself. There's an energy here of needing to get real with self and really acknowledge, you know, what you're hoping to achieve from this connection. It's like, maybe this connection was based on sexual energy, right? There's a need here to dig deeper, to look beyond the superficial of what the status quo of your connection was prior. So it's like, when you call this person in, what are you really calling in? Are you calling in the same type of flow that typically was the status quo in your connection? What will change, right? And I feel like this is also why you have here, it will take time, right? This is something that's going to take time for you to really meditate and contemplate on. So for some of you guys, this could be, let's say, your twin, and maybe you were already married when you met your twin, right? And now you need time to disengage from something that was built, right, from previous. Or it could be a situation where you guys are now coming to the conclusion that, you know, all that glitters is not gold in your zone of awareness, or realizing that you're actually not happy in your circumstances, right? And wanting some sort of change. So change takes time, right? Things take time. So I feel like the communication is possible with this person, but I feel like it's going to take some time. I feel like a lot of you guys may be unsure too of what this person may be thinking or feeling, or you're not really sure in terms of what you want. And I feel like that's also what's clouding the judgment of the connection as well too, because if we're unsure what we want, then what are we really manifesting though? This is something that you have to really think about carefully, right? What exactly are you manifesting in this connection? Are you manifesting some sort of new beginning here? Because I feel like the status quo can no longer remain. So it feels like also there was some sort of boundary that was set, or an ultimatum, or just even in general, you guys just speaking about, you know, things not manifesting the same way that it typically does or has been previously, right? Or I feel like even in general, maybe there could have been some sort of spiritual awakening or a heart activation that happened recently for you. And so because of that, or this person as well, so because of that, it's like the status quo cannot continue on, because you've now changed. Your vision has changed. Your mind has changed. You have changed. So you can't expect that you are a new type of person or a new type of individual, and then it's like the same old status quo is still playing out. It doesn't make sense. So there's a part of you that also, I feel, doesn't feel that you are deserving of love, or feel that you deserve this connection. So this is also what is clouding the connection, and clouding the way the connection, the flow in which the connection is grounding in. So it's like, you guys have to realize that your worth and your potential as well here too, right? People can change and things can change. So if it is that you guys need to go to therapy, if it is that you guys need to talk to someone that you trust about how you can heal yourself, this is something that I feel is necessary in this pile as well. It's like an energy here of needing to heal, needing to take time alone, and needing to work on yourself and to really strengthen your gifts. So maybe there is some sort of clairvoyance activation that's also come online for you recently as well too. And so this is kind of heightening your intuition. So because of this, I feel like you guys need to go inwards, or spend more time inwards in terms of what it is you're manifesting. I'm also hearing you reap what you sow. So it's like, what do you really want from this situation? What can happen from here? And so there is like a need to kind of get out of your headspace as well with this self-pitying here, and really stand in your power, and also acknowledge, you know, that people can make mistakes, or things may have happened in this connection in the past, but you know, what can change, right? What are you manifesting in terms of changes? So if it is that you want a different outcome, then that means that I feel like a lot of you guys need to focus on changing your outlook on things. So this is all about using laws of attraction or manifestation. I also, on my website, have a manifestation method, right? Sometimes our environment also can influence how we manifest things or how we see ourselves. People don't realize it, but everything holds energy. We hold energy. So there's something here about your vibrational frequency that needs to get into alignment. And it feels like it's also the same thing for this person too. There's something about their vibrational frequency that also needs to get into alignment. So I feel like there is an opportunity that will open up later on into the summer months. So whenever you see this, because all readings are timeless, I feel like there is going to be an energy here where you guys are going to have an opportunity to have a conversation, but there's something about you that needs to change first before that conversation could happen. So it's like, you guys need to work on your self-esteem, your self-worth, your confidence, maybe detaching from some sort of third-party situation. It could be a job. It could be interfering family members. It could even be some sort of influential, like an addiction, right? So it could be a sex addiction that needs to be worked on as well. It could also be an addiction to people pleasing or codependency that needs to be worked on in the back end. And I feel like when you guys work on that, that's going to really help to shift the vibrational frequencies of this connection. But I feel there's hope here. Like, it's not to say, oh, this person will never talk to me again or will never communicate again. I feel that there is communication is possible, but there needs to be some sort of heartfelt truth that is also expressed the next time that you talk to this person. So let's get some divine timing cards. We have 15. So you might hear from this person on the 15th of a month, or 6, which is June, right? Which is the 6th month. I'm also hearing 6 could be significant as well in your connection. Maybe this person is a Gemini or born perhaps in Cancer season, because Cancer season starts. I'm a June Cancer, actually. So for some of you guys, you could be dealing with a June Cancer. That may also resonate. We have Friday, so you might hear from this person on a Friday as well. Or maybe something about a Friday might be significant. You might see them on a Friday, hear from them on a Friday. We have 18. And this is also card number 9, right? So this could also be Virgo season, right? Because that's usually, most of September is Virgo season. I feel here that this is like a timeline that's grounding. We also have the 3rd quarter of a year. So the 3rd quarter of a year could be, what is the 3rd quarter of a year? Let me look that up, actually. 3rd quarter of the year. Yeah, July 1st to September. It's 92 days. As I talked about, it's like from July to September, there is a window of opportunity where you guys will definitely have a conversation of some sort, but it feels like you needing to work on self before this conversation could happen, or before you guys could meet up again. So maybe there is some sort of vacation or trip that you guys need to take. And then it will help you clear your mind, and then from there you'll be able to work on your issues, and then it will manifest some sort of communication with this person. It could even be like, let's say, moving out of a home or transitioning into something else, and then it will be the right timing in regards to having some sort of communication. But definitely there is a window of opportunity for communication with this person, but it will be between July 1st to September 30th, right? The 3rd quarter of a year, I feel, which was what I picked up on from the very beginning of this reading. So it's like communication is possible, and I feel like you might actually be the person to reach out to this person, is what I feel here. I feel they may not reach out to you, but you might actually reach out to them, is what I feel here. But it will be like when you're at more of like a better stance in your life, you will reach out to them. It's like when you get clarity about yourself, I feel like that's when it will be appropriate to reach out to them. And I feel they will be receptive to hear from you, but it's kind of like dig deeper when you guys connect, is what I'm feeling very strongly with this pile. Dig deeper. Don't just look at this connection at surface level. Dig deeper, right? You might have just come to the realization that this could be a counterpart. For some of you guys watching this, you could be at like the very beginning of your twin flame journey. Even if you've been with this person for a while, I feel very strongly that it's like a very I wouldn't say amateurish, but very like young connection. Or for them, or maybe let's say, for example, you might have told this person that maybe we're twins or whatever. I feel like this person may have just come to that realization. It's like that kind of energy where it's like things need to kind of be worked out on the back end with this person is concerned, and they're just now coming to their truth. You know, and the truth of what this really is, the truth of the connection, the truth of everything. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you could be dealing with an older person, right? Or you could be an older person. But for a lot of you, I feel like you could be dealing with a mature man. And so there could be a substantial age difference between you guys as well, which is why this person may have been taken for a loop. Maybe they thought that their person and them would have been the same age or would have been in the same type of age bracket or category. But there's something about you I feel that's different, why it made this person kind of not know that you were actually their counterpart. It's that kind of feeling as well too. But I feel the communication is possible, but it will be in the 3rd quarter of a year. So whenever you see this, it will be the 3rd quarter of the year when you guys speak, which will be from July 1st to September 30th will be an opportunity for some sort of conversation, but dig deeper. Don't just look at things through a surface level. Ask questions and really hold the vision in terms of what it is that you want with this person. So when we manifest, right, we manifest from our thoughts and feelings. So if our feelings are off, our thoughts are off, everything about us is off, which then repels the person to not want to communicate with us. So therefore, there has to be some sort of change or some sort of course correction that needs to happen. is what I'm feeling here. And I feel the energy we're tapping into here, it could even be like a DM that might even be watching for a DF, because I'm noticing this male card here. So, or it could be, let's say, in your connection, because there are twin flames where the person might be, let's say, feminine in body, but they have masculine energy. We all have masculine energy and feminine energy, but I feel like the people that we're tapping into here, it's like some sort of masculine energy. So maybe you are more of the masculine or the more logical minded person in your connection, and the person that we are inquiring about is more the intuitive one. And now you are becoming intuitive because you're logging into your heart space based upon some sort of heart activation that recently happened to you, or a Kundalini experience that may have recently happened as well. And that's why now you're looking at things through a different perspective, or something about your vision or your perception of things have changed, you know, big time. It's like, but very much giving like a heart activation, like a heart awakening. Could be a very emotional time as well for you or the person that we're tapping into here as well. So that's what I have for you guys. If it resonates, you guys can feel free to check out my website. And as always, love and light to you guys. Take care. Hey, my wonderful pal number 2. So I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new and returning, I welcome you. My name is Angie and I'm a Twin Flame channel. So for today's messages, we're going to be tapping in to see if you should reach out to your person or crush, or will they actually reach out. We're also going to be getting some divine timing messages to see when might be a good time to communicate with them, if they'll be open and receptive to hear whatever it is that you have to say. So if these messages resonate, you guys can feel free to like as well as comment down below. As I've noticed since I've been gone from YouTube for a minute, my algorithm has kind of been lower. So I'm trying to make sure that my messages reach as many people as possible, as there are other people who are also on their soul path that would benefit from getting these messages as well too. So as a form of energy exchange, you guys can feel free to like as well as comment so that it can help with the algorithm, right? You get messages. This also helps with assisting other souls that are on a similar path at this time as well too. So we have reaching out to spirit. So I heard divine timing, like it's like a divine intervention. So I'm not sure what that's about, but it's like something about your intuition is going to let you know when it's going to be the appropriate time to connect with this person. So I feel like this is going to be something that your higher self is going to orchestrate between communication between you and this other individual. It feels very much like your angels, your guides, even your ancestors might be looking over the timing in regards to communicating again with this person as well too. It's like some sort of divine timing, divine intervention is very much happening right now in regards to your love life. So let's put this aside here. Let's turn over the rest of the cards so we can get the messages. We have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So that already passed. The full moon in Gemini was on June. No, that was Sagittarius. Spirit, when was the full moon in Gemini? That's coming up actually. I think that Sagittarius season is going to be the full moon in Gemini. Yeah, November 27th is the full moon in Gemini. So there could be something, let's say, happening around that time that's going to be of significance to you guys. So that will be closer to the end of the year. However, all readings are timeless. Let's pull over the rest of the cards. We have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So something about Saggy season is also going to be important. So Sagittarius full moon happened on June the 3rd, which is interesting because we have full moon in Gemini. We also have full moon in Sagittarius. So it feels like, again, like a divine timing. It's like something may have grounded or opened up in the full moon in Sagittarius, which was on June 3rd. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of opportunity to manifest this connection, but closer to the ending of the year. So it'd be like November 27th. So from whenever you see this, so it would be from June 3rd to November 27th, there's some sort of energy that's going to be grounding. We also have here Zelda Fitzgerald. You'll only be bored if you're boring. Life always needs a little drama and lots of dancing. Think only of today, why worry about tomorrow? So this is about being in the here and now. We also have your accept disappointments gracefully. Let me actually move this up because I feel like it's not completely in shots. Okay, so this is a blank card. So we'll pull a card on that. We have here blonde female, laid back. We also have young female, youthful fashion. We also have contact within a week. And we also have be vulnerable. So already what I'm feeling very strongly is like there's some sort of opportunity for you guys to have communication. It could literally mean for a lot of you guys contact within a week, or some sort of shift is going to be happening within a week's time of you watching this reading. I feel when I look at the spread here, there is something about maybe there was a disappointment, right? Maybe you had thought that there would have been an opportunity for you guys to work out, and then something may have happened in your connection. So it feels like an energy here of accepting the things that you cannot change and being able to move forward with clarity to see things in a different perspective. So I'm actually going to pull some cards on this, accept disappointments gracefully. There's something that you had tried to manifest, or this person may have tried to manifest, that may not have worked out in your favor. And you guys might be feeling sad about that, but I feel like it's helping your soul be able to grow and learn and become wise. Yeah, we have the Warrior of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. It's like something that you need to take action about. So when we talk about Wands energy, it's typically like fast moving energy, very quick, very swift type of energy. So it's like maybe this type of ending was quick, or it happened very suddenly. Maybe there was something unexpected that occurred between you and this person that kind of threw you for a loop. But it's like you may have accepted that and then moved on to something else. It's like maybe this person you thought would have been able to commit to the connection, and they told you that they were tied to someone else, or there was someone else that they wanted to be with or manifest at that specific time, and you guys took that gracefully, I feel, and maybe decided to just move on. Let me pull some more tarot cards. We have potential, the Fool. Yes, I see that you guys took a leap of faith towards something, or I feel like this person is going to be taking a leap of faith perhaps towards this connection. It feels like maybe they were disappointed in something else that they invested in, but I do see this person is going to be taking some sort of action to end something, to come back into your direction. It's like taking a leap of faith to contact you. It's like they may have been disappointed that something they may have been working on did not work out, and so they're going to be coming in to talk to you about that, because I feel like with this answers you need are coming. It's like some sort of truth is going to be revealed to you guys during this time. It's like giving very much a vibe of them knowing that you are their person, and then realizing that they need to do some sort of course correction is what I see here. It's like realizing that they need to change their direction or change their path. Let's see this energy here. Yeah, we have Judgment in reverse. It's like maybe for a while this person had been resisting their transformation, right? Or maybe you had been resisting seeing some sort of truth about this situation for a while. But for a lot of you guys, I feel like this person had been resisting their transformation with the Awakening reverse. You could be also dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could also be dealing with you could be dealing with some sort of I heard cardinal sign. I'm not sure why. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with a Aries, or you could also be dealing with a Libra, as well as I also heard Capricorn. Let's see more about this awakening. But I do see this person coming back in your direction. Yeah, there's some sort of ending that they're going to talk to you about. They're going to let you know about some sort of ending that happened. And so maybe for a while you had been feeling that this person is going to be coming back in your zone of awareness shortly. And it was like a vibe or feeling where you weren't sure when they were going to return, but it feels like this person is definitely going to reach out to you guys. For a lot of you guys, this is definitely signaling contact within a week. That's very promising to get that in a no contact or will they reach out type of reading. So I feel like this person will come to you, but it's like they may come to you with some sort of drama. So they might come to you in some sort of pickle or bind or some sort of situation. They might be telling you that they want to, work on manifesting this connection back with you. But then it's like they may come with something else. It's like, let's see what that something is. What is the drama this person is going to bring to pile number 2? 6 of Wands. Yeah, wanting to have victory in this connection. We know make peace with the situation with Temperance. Well, what's the drama though? Okay, fuck, I get it. My apologies. Pardon my French. Okay, so this person essentially is going to be telling you about some sort of distorted feminine. We have the Empress here reverse. So they might tell you about some sort of pregnancy is what I'm being told. Or they might tell you that someone that they're tied to has been manipulating them about some sort of situation. There could even be some sort of court situation this person may come to and tell you about. But there's some sort of energy here of children being involved in this situation. So I'm not sure if the person that you're attached to has children prior or could have been with someone who had children. So I'm hearing already the number 2. So it could be like them having, let's say, 2 children with someone else. They're going to tell you that they may need some support with being able to cover some sort of expenses or bills. Something like that they may come to you with. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like they want to create something stable here with you, it feels like. Or they had another connection that they thought was going to allow them to build some sort of legacy, but that turned out to be very karmic, is what I'm being told here. It's like something they're going to talk to you guys about. It could be some sort of money. They're going to let you guys know that they need support with. They're also going to be letting you guys know as well that they need some sort of help. But I feel this is when you guys are going to be in a very relaxed state. So maybe you guys would have had some sort of glow up or transformation or change within yourself. And then boom, this person just somehow pops back up in your zone of awareness. They might even feel called because of your energy in terms of like, there's something about your style. As I said, there's something about you that's going to change. And this person is going to feel that and want to come back in and contact you or communicate with you. It's like, but this is calling for you to be vulnerable. So the communication is possible. I feel they're going to reach out to you and want to talk. I'm hearing, can I see you? So it's like this person may even tell you that they want to see you or spend time with you. Is what this person may communicate or express to you as well. For some of you guys, this could be like a connection that you thought was like dead and gone. Or maybe for some of you guys, this was like a choice between 2 suitors. So you could have had, let's say, one person and someone else too. It's like that kind of vibe is what I'm feeling here. It's like someone from your past is also returning. So maybe around the same time that this person will reach out, you might have someone else from your past come back online. And then this person may actually pop up to it at the same time. And it's like some of you guys, there might even be a choice between 2 lovers that you may have to make as well too. It's like some sort of decision that has to happen in this connection. But I do see here that communication will happen and they will be the ones to reach out. Let's see some timing messages in terms of when you might hear from them. Okay, so change your course. So yes, I feel like this person is going to be going through some sort of course correction, or maybe you had gone through some sort of course correction, which then allowed you to become more confident in yourself as well, as a result of you changing your direction. I feel for them as well, maybe they made excuses in the past in terms of why they couldn't communicate to you, why they couldn't reach out, but I feel like this might be changing as well. Something about March season may have been significant, so maybe in March for some of you guys, because some readings are timeless. We also have your April. So something about April might have been significant in your connection as that already passed. So let's pull another card. Or all readings are timeless. You might hear from this person also in April. You might hear from them on the 3rd of a month as well too. 3 also might be significant in your connection. Maybe you resonate with the energy vibration 3, or maybe your life path number 3 as well. Once you assert yourself, so maybe you have to initiate communication for some of you guys as well. So it's like it feels very fluid. We also have here November, so maybe you might hear from this person in November, and we also have here May. So maybe something happened in May, but there's some sort of better opportunity that's going to ground for this situation. We have Wednesday. You might also hear from this person on a Wednesday as well too. So let's have Monday, July. So July might also be significant for this connection. But I feel that there's someone from your past that's also going to come in around the same time. I don't know what that is. I just feel there's someone from your past that's going to resurface too around the time that this person pops back up again. It's like you might have, let's say, had like some sort of ascension partner and a twin flame. It's like your ascension partner might actually contact you around the time that your twin does. It's like that, and that's how you'll kind of be able to gauge it if you are on the right track or communication is going to be coming back in with this person. But I feel it all depends in terms of what you do. So I feel like that might even be a test to you guys as well too, right? Are you going to succumb back to the same type of situation dealing with your ascension partner? Or are you guys actually going to release that and then just like hold out until your twin comes back? Like, that's what I feel here as well. Like, there's something about that. You might even get contact from some sort of okay, they're telling me ascension partner. You might get some contact from some sort of ascension partner within a week. So that's what I have for you guys. If this resonates, you guys can feel free to check out my website, as well as like and follow. And as always, guys, love and light to you, collective. Take care. Hey, my wonderful pal number 3s. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new and returning, my name is Angie and I'm a Twin Flame channel. So for today's messages, we're going to be tapping in to see if you should reach out to your person or crush, or will they actually reach out. We're also going to be getting some timing messages as well. And if you guys feel called, you guys can comment down below, as well as you guys can like, as this helps with the algorithm for similar souls who are on the same path, who might be looking for confirmation in regards to their situation too, as well. And if for those of you guys who also feel called, check out my website, personal readings. I've also introduced quite a bit of new services and whatnot. And for those of you guys who have reached out for readings and services, I thank you guys so much for your support. So let us tap in, guys. So we have time to heal. Wow, okay. So when I'm channeling, I actually pull these cards, but I never really actually give thought or introspection to them until I actually start the reading. So you guys actually got 2. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so time to heal. And we have Masters of Mediumship. So it feels like there's some sort of call or soul calling to... I'm hearing take another direction. So I want to let you guys know that this reading, I'm actually feeling very strongly from now, might be a trigger warning. So I don't know the messages that may come out, but I can already feel that it might be triggering to some of you guys to hear this. But I feel that your soul needed to hear this. This is why you chose this pile, and this is why this came to you. Right? But this is a general read, right? So people take these readings so personally. It's like, bro, this is a general reading. If you want clarity on your situation, book the personal, because it's not going to resonate for everyone. But I feel there are people out here who need to hear this. So time to heal. So very much giving a vibe. Okay, let me read the back of the card. So it says self-healing is extremely important daily routine in your development as a medium. When practicing mediumship, you need to be the best heart-centered space to create a clear, authentic communication with spirit. So it's basically talking about needing to work on yourself and heal yourself. So this is like self-healing. So it's like, this is all about doing breath techniques. They're talking about sitting in a quiet space, meditating, right? While in the shower, right? Focusing on, you know, how you can embody self-love for yourself, caring for yourself, taking care of yourself, being gentle, you know, and washing away your aura. So it's like something about an aura needing to be cleansed. Okay, so let's see this Masters of Mediumship. Many pioneer scholars and tutors in the field of mediumship and psychic sciences have paved the way for aspiring mediums. Okay. So it feels like needing to do research on your mediumship abilities as well. This gives kind of like a very beginning of a spiritual journey. It's like the very beginning. Because actually, it reminded me, this was one of the first decks I actually purchased when I had just started out, when I realized that I actually was a medium and a psychic. Like, that was like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. I can't even remember. This was one of the very first decks I got. And it was to help me when I was starting to do like spiritual release therapy, and when I started doing reiki and like healing modalities and stuff like that. I had like been drawn to this deck. So for some of you guys, it could be like this person may have been some sort of ascension partner for you to help open the doorway of spirit and open your mediumship abilities, or open you up to become more receptive to spirit. Is already what I'm feeling intuitively. So let's see, or this connection was a doorway to unlock you to leveling up in some way in your life. So we also have your emotions are running high, super moon. When is the super moon? I feel like we're having a super moon that's coming online again. So let's see, Yes, so the first is on July 3rd, and the second will be on August 1st, and the third is on August 31st, also known as the blue moon, and the fourth will be on September 29th. So there will be a combination of like several super moons that are going to be taking place, but it's all in the summertime of this year. So there's something emotional that's going to be happening for you, like an emotional release. I would say it's going to start from July 3rd and it's going to continue on until the end of September, so September 30th. So this will be from Cancer season to Libra season. There's going to be some sort of emotional release that is necessary. And that's probably why I read about taking showers, cleansing yourself, doing Reiki, those sort of things as well. We have Henry VIII. Maybe some of you guys were drawn to my TikTok video I posted today as well. For those of you guys who follow me on TikTok, because this card actually came out in that reading too today. We have Reach for the Stars. We also have here Detective Reverse. So voyeurism, falsifying information. So I heard Inspector Gadget. So we have Separate. We also have See Each Other Soon. We have Gossip. And we also have Karma. So this can fit here. Let me put this Karma card here, actually. Okay, so should you reach out or will they reach out? So it feels like a need here to focus more on self than disconnection. It feels for a lot of you guys, I think this connection may have already ended or is on the brink of going through some sort of ending. I don't know why that's coming through, but it feels like maybe the ending or the separation you guys may have had could have been extremely triggering. So it could be a vibe where people who kind of came together thinking that this would have been some sort of fulfillment, or maybe you had thought that this was a counterpart and then you had realized that it actually wasn't. So there is going to be a lot of gossip, I feel, happening for you guys in the next few weeks. So there could be a lot of people talking through the grapevine, right? They usually say through other people, communicating about some sort of breakup or ending that happened in this connection between you and this person. It could even be a divorce. So I heard they left me pregnant. So for some of you guys, it could be a situation where maybe this person left you pregnant and moved into the direction of someone else. Or maybe there's going to be some gossip about them getting someone else pregnant and then coming back to you and telling you that they're leaving and they've gotten someone else pregnant. Or they told you that they left because they had a family with someone else. But there's something about drama that's going to be coming to the forefront in the next few weeks. So this is very much giving like the next 2-3 months of your life is going to be very much drama filled. And it's starting the beginning of July. So it's like July, August, September, 3 months of drama. It feels like it's like starting to unravel at the seams, it feels like. Or maybe you and this person had some sort of massive conclusion. So it feels like there was some sort of false information. So maybe you started to investigate this person. Maybe they told you that they were single or they weren't investing in other connections, and you found out that this person was still sleeping around or cheating with other people. There was some sort of energy here of like not listening to your intuition. And so because of that, it led to a series of heartbreak. For some of you guys, this is going to be like the emotional release is really a karmic release. So this is going to make way for the door of spirit to be opened in terms of new opportunities. I'm hearing a real soul connection actually grounding for you. It's like this might be a pattern for some of you guys who are watching this, where maybe you might, let's say, go into connections quickly, things move quickly, and then it ends. It fizzles out as fast as it starts. It could be a vibe also, I'm feeling for some of you guys as well too, where maybe you guys believe that this was truly supposed to be some sort of happy ever after, but it's like through the divine, some sort of intervention happened that airlifted you or is going to airlift you from this situation so that you're able to be in a better state of mind. So it's like, I feel that there is some sort of separation that is definitely on the horizon if it hasn't already happened. And I feel like a part of that is because it's meant for you to cultivate something better for your lineage, for your life. Because I'm noticing here the pictures on the wall, which are speaking to the generations that have come before us, and I feel the generations that are supposed to come after us. So it feels very much like a situation where this ending is meant to help you heal your bloodline and also help you heal yourself. Like I feel through this pain, it's going to help you with being able, or through the pain that you have been experiencing. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you have started to do research about how to heal yourself. So this could be things like learning how to do SRT, which is spirit release therapy, or how to do Reiki as well, right? Some of you guys may have learned like how to cleanse your aura, or maybe some of you guys started looking into African divinations or different ways of healing the body, mind, and spirit in different ways because of this breakup that may have happened as well. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like this is kind of coming as a time of needing to focus on yourself. So I feel for a lot of you guys watching this, you might already have been, let's say, living with this person or in communication with them, or you guys were already in some sort of highly investable connections, like you guys were already an established couple. But I feel like it's coming to a conclusion where there is no second chances. Like I feel like this might actually be the end of the road with this connection. But it's not personal. I just feel like you guys are not compatible. There's an energy here of needing to move on to your true happy ever after. You know, needing to manifest something different, a new narrative, a new story for yourself, something different that hasn't been done before. But I feel that there is going to be a lot of talk and gossip about this when you finally decide to take your power back in the situation, or maybe this person decides to finally take their power back as well too. It's going to be a very emotional time, which is going to be, like, as I talked about, like a very highly charged emotional release type of energy for you. It's something that needs to happen so that your soul can be fulfilled deeply, right? We have reached for the stars. It's like, I feel in this situation, you may not have been reaching your full potential either. And neither had that person too. It's like both of you guys needed to go through this separation or this breakup so that you guys were able to finally manifest some sort of change. You know, be the change that you're seeking. Being able to actually walk a different path. Different than what maybe your ancestors would have walked. You know, something about that energy is making sense to me. Like, it's like needing to take a different call, like a different path other than what people previously to you had done. It's like answering the call of spirit. So maybe you come from a family line where there is a long list of mediums or psychics or spiritual people, but people don't necessarily always listen to their intuition. And so for you guys, I feel that in this lifetime, you're meant to actually develop your gifts as a psychic or a medium. There's a need here to develop your gifts or to step onto your soul path. The only card that's not making sense to me is see each other soon. So maybe there is going to be a final conversation in regards to this ending. It's like a closure is what it feels like with this card here. See each other soon. It's like finally coming to some sort of consensus or conclusion that we've tried it all, we've worked on it, but it just doesn't seem like we're compatible. It's like an energy of needing to broaden your horizons. Let's see each other soon. We have the Six of Cups reversed, right? Which is my card of the karmic soulmate. So for a lot of you guys, this might be a karmic soulmate that you may have been tied to. That it's like you finally will have a conversation about parting ways. Or you guys will finally get to speak about, you know, how this connection made you feel. Or the things that you invested in. Or what wasn't working. It's like a conversation that finally allows closure. And people are going to be talking about that because they're going to see how you've changed. You know, you're no longer willing to settle for this. And we have here justice, right? Which is all about balancing the score. You know, it's like I'm hearing arbitrator. So an arbitrator is the one that helps make a decision or to balance something out. Okay, let me look that up. There's something about that message of arbitrator. Arbitration. A way for people to finally resolve disputes quickly, fairly, confidently, and out of court. So it's like maybe there is some sort of arbitration that happens. It could even be in regards to children, where it's a situation where you guys finally decide to resolve your matters without having the courts involved in this situation. It's like coming to some sort of conclusion about things. So maybe it is a vibe or a situation where there's children involved and you feel like this person, let's say, is not an appropriate caregiver for those kids, or there's some sort of conversation about how to co-parent for the sake of the children. So it feels like there is some sort of court issue here that's also going to be coming to a conclusion. Even if you don't have children, I feel like this could be even like you guys, let's say, have an estate together, or a house together, or property together, or it could even be like some sort of assets together. It feels like there's going to be some sort of final way that you guys are going to be able to dissolve the issue. It's like instead of involving the courts. So instead of having to, let's say, go through the courts, it's like you guys might decide finally to resolve this problem on your own. Or someone, let's say, steps in from the court and they're able to finally resolve this issue. But I feel very much like you guys will be the ones to resolve your problems on your own. It's like there might be some sort of like mutual agreement that you guys sign and agreed to. So it's like you guys might decide, if it's like a divorce or some sort of breakup, that you guys are just gonna break up amicably. You sign here, you get this, I get that, we'll agree to pay the sum amount of money, and both of us will just keep it moving. It's like that kind of vibe is what I'm feeling here. It's like it's to prevent further conflict or further problems. It's like finally coming to some sort of consensus, right? Because you guys have realized that this is not going anywhere. So there's some sort of dispute that's going to be settled in regards to the next time you see this person. I feel there's going to be an opportunity for you guys to communicate or see each other, but it's going to be a situation where you guys are going to be resolving this matter on your own. It's like a private situation, or wanting to keep this breakup as private as possible. It's like wanting to keep whatever this is as private as possible, so that way there is no more further damage to the matter, is what I'm being told. Which is different, because I feel like the people that were tapping into this pile, maybe there was a situation where you guys couldn't actually do that before, but now this is going to be made possible. Yes, because you guys want to make some sort of change. It's like a willpower to, you know, adapt to the circumstances. How can we create change here so that we can build something stable, let's say, for the sake of the children, right? And with the monarch here, which is like the Hierophant, this is like speaking to, you know, wanting to create some sort of change. And the butterflies here are all about transformation. So it's like changing the way that you guys communicate, changing the way that you guys normally handle your affairs, changing the way that you normally would control a situation, right? The Queen of Cups reverse speaks to control freak, right? Someone who has issues with control, could be very codependent, very clingy, very relying on other people. But it's like finally putting an end to that. Finally realizing that, you know, I tried everything, I did what I could, but we're just not compatible, and so we need to just go our separate ways for the sake of everything, so that new opportunities can go. It's like finally resolving this karma, you know, this toxic story that has been playing out. They want me to read from the book about the toxic story, which is the first time I got that from the mirror deck. So let's read that, actually, karma. This card can depict a karma relationship or encounter with someone, a toxic ongoing story that needs to be cleared. It can also mean that karma will be released and there will be doors opening leading to new opportunities, a sense of release and letting go. So yes, very much. It's like a neutral karma. It's like something that was once toxic or a barrier or something that was not possible is now going to be made possible, because you guys are finally realizing that this is just simply not working, and we need to just find a way to, let's say, co-parent or find a way to divide our assets, is what it feels like in this reading. It's like you guys are going to be coming to some sort of resolution of this issue in this like situation. So maybe, let's say, this person moved out, or maybe you told them get out of your house or whatever, but you guys are going to be coming back together in order to rectify some sort of karmic situation that has happened. Let's also read gossip for kicks and giggles. I just feel like reading it. This card indicates associations with neighbors, meeting someone in around your neighborhood, or through your actual neighbors. It can also mean hearing about someone through a third party or a grapevine, getting involved too much in gossip or buying into gossip stories that are not true. So there is going to be a lot of gossip, as I talked about this circumstance, but it's like people are going to talk about how this thing kind of just like ended the way it ended. So maybe for a long time this has been a very heated topic, or it has been a hot topic between you and this person, and finally you guys decide that you no longer want to be this hot topic. You guys are just going to end it so that things can move forward in a different direction. It's like after a while of fighting and bickering, you know, people decide that, you know, this is not working and I need more for myself, and I need to like change my circumstances. So maybe, as I said, like maybe some of you guys might even decide to move out, or there's a change in some sort of regard where your environment then changes, you know, and you decide that you value more your peace and peace of mind than having this toxic story continue to play out. Let's see when this conversation, it feels very faded, is going to be happening. It's like a change in perspective, like looking at things in a different angle is what it feels like here. We have winter, so This could be during the winter time this happens, or maybe this happened during winter season, this occurred. So depending on where you guys are, where I am in the world, winter starts, winter solstice is from December the 21st until basically March 20th is winter solstice. So something about winter time could also be significant as well. We have your summer. So maybe some sort of decision was made in the winter time. So maybe you broke up with this person in the winter, but some sort of conclusion I feel is coming in the summer. It's like two polar opposites. Or maybe you guys will also realize that you and this person are just two polar opposites and two extremes, which is why this connection can no longer work. But there's something about summer. Some sort of seed was planted in the winter time that's going to be coming to conclusion in the summer. So depending on where you are in the world, where I am in the world, summer season actually starts tomorrow, which is June 21st, and goes until September the 20th, which is then ushers in the energy of fall. But some sort of change is grounding big time. We have Sunday, so maybe you might have this conversation with this person as well on a Sunday. I heard Father's Day, so maybe something happened during Father's Day. Father's Day was on Sunday, June the 18th. So something could have happened on Father's Day that then concluded this as well. They also have when you stop sabotaging, and we also have the number 2. And they also have when you release victim mindset. So for some of you guys, this is all about victim mentality, feeling that we're wrong done by or people have wronged us. But we have to take ownership for the parts in which we play in situations too. It takes two to create a toxic story, right? It's not just one-sided and one person is the only one here. Two people create a dynamic, right? You can't argue by yourself. You can't create drama by yourself. So which parts of this did you play? Were you codependent in this situation? Were you thinking that, you know, this would have been your happy ever after? Were you holding on to the situation too tightly without recognizing that, you know, you need to work on yourself? But there's something here that you were doing that was creating victim mindset. You have to really look within your self-conscious to know what that was. So let me actually pull a card on that for you, because I feel like a lot of you guys need to hear that. But it's like, it takes two to create a toxic setup. You know, it's not just one-sided. You can't argue by yourself. That's something that people don't see. You know, they just think that it's the other person and if only they would change. But no, you have to be the one to work on yourself too. We have here the 6 of Pentacles reversed. So definitely there's something about money, resources, and assets that are coming forward in this reading. It's like you guys could have had some sort of argument about money. Maybe you felt like you were overgiver in a situation, or you had invested more in the situation. It could even have been like a home setup where maybe the bills were being not divided fairly, where maybe you had been grunting a lot of the responsibility in terms of the bill payments. And maybe this other person was paying less. And so this left you feeling very jaded. But if that's the case, this feels like a situation where you needed to speak up for yourself. If you were only able to pay certain amounts, then you needed to be transparent and say, well, it's our home, we live here, how can we divide our assets? You know, how can we make this fair for everyone? We also have the Sun here reversed, so this is all about depression, right? So maybe for a lot of you guys, this is your story where you feel like you have to be the overgiver in connections, and this leaves you feeling very jaded, right? This is a type of victim mentality where you always overextend and you feel people don't reciprocate that in return. So when you start investing in yourself is when I feel like this will change. So you got to understand that people are only mirroring to you the parts of yourself that aren't healed. So if these people are in your zone of awareness that are taking advantage of you, there's a part of yourself that's taking advantage of yourself by not being able to stand up for yourself and not being able to recognize when something is unsafe to walk away from it. So this is giving very much like a codependent vibes. You know, a very heavily codependent situation. Because with codependency, right, we end up staying in bad situations longer than what we should. But because we feel like we have no other choice, or this is the best we can do, we tell ourselves that lie or that narrative. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like you guys need to release that. Work on your codependency. There's codependency groups all over. You know, you can get help. You can go and talk with a therapist. If it's, let's say, PTSD that triggered the codependency, deal with your childhood stuff. Deal with your baggage from the past. But I feel like this is a situation where people are just projecting their own pain on each other. So this is really going to come as a wake-up call to a lot of you guys. Big time. But definitely, I feel like within the last 6 months, something has changed in this dynamic, right? So from the beginning of this year, could have been a situation. But whenever you see this, because readings are timeless, I feel like whenever the beginning of the year happens to the close to like the end of the year, or so from winter, so it would be like from winter solstice straight through until summertime, there's going to be some sort of shift. So that's from like January to August, or September. So for a lot of you guys, this could have been like a change or a realization throughout this whole year. You're now coming to the conclusion of this after all this time. We have the Seven of Swords, right? So a lot of sneaky people. So maybe this person has been very shysty, right? And I feel like I'm hearing poo shysty. So maybe this person had been living, and I'm noticing this person's wearing a mask. So it's like, you know, this person might have been, let's say, living a life of a lie, you know, being very shysty, where you couldn't really tell this person, living their life in character on stage, you know, pretending to be something they weren't. So they kind of camouflaged or blended themselves very nicely, I feel. But a part of you may have not been authentic as well. Because the people around us, if we have a lot of fake people who are not real and sincere or not genuine, there's a part of us that's also not genuine too. So these people are really mirroring to us the parts of ourselves that we need to heal, which is probably why you guys again chose time to heal. It's time to heal this perception, time to heal yourself, time to work on being more genuine and sincere so you attract more genuine and sincere people to you as well. We also have the Nymph of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles talks about wanting to have a new beginning, craving a new beginning, a new venture, a new opportunity, you know, something different, a course correction. You need to balance out your assets as well, because this situation feels like it was poorly planned. I also see the universe here. So this is the world. This cycle is coming to an end. So it's wrapping up very, very rapidly as well. So that you can also be able to create a new legacy for yourself, a new beginning, something that's more fulfilling on a soul level as well too. Right? And be the Queen of Wands that you really are inside, right? Someone who is in control of their life, someone who's a leader, someone who's passionate, someone who follows their dreams and ambitions, someone who is not afraid to take chances. For some of you guys, you could resonate with the power animal of a lion. You could also be seeing a lot of birds, or you could have a cat also, is what I see here too. We have the Four of Cups reversed, right? Choosing your happiness rather than choosing disappointment and grief and sadness, right? Choosing yourself. There's an energy here of needing to become self-aware. Emotional intelligence, right? And becoming self-aware. So that's what I have for you guys. If this resonates, feel free to like as well as follow me. And I'm sorry, guys, this was a harder reading. So if it doesn't resonate, choose another pile. But I gave you guys a trigger warning from the beginning. So don't come for the messenger. I just am here delivering the messages. But there is some sort of new beginning that's grounding for you guys big time. Right? And you guys need to drop your guard. You guys are being too defensive right now. You're shutting out your intuition. You have to listen to your intuition more as well too. Right? You have to listen to your intuition. I also saw just a crush. So maybe this person told you that they were just crushing on someone else. Or that the person that they were with. Or maybe this was just a crush or something else as well too. I don't know what that means. You guys will know what that means. But it's like just a crush. Right? So it's like some sort of change or turning the tide is coming in this situation. So that's what I have for you guys. If this resonates, you guys can feel free to like as well as follow me. And as always, I love you guys so much for watching. And as always, take care.